What was supposed to be a simple Calvin Klein event suddenly became one of the most talked about moments among fans. Jungkook arrived to unveil his highly anticipated CKJK collection, drawing massive attention from the crowd and cameras. But then something happened that nobody seemed to expect. As fans focused on Jungkook's big moment, another familiar face appeared and instantly changed the atmosphere. Within minutes, social media was flooded with clips, screenshots, and reactions. Some fans couldn't stop talking about their unexpected reunion, while others became obsessed with one particular detail hidden in the photos. Was it just a casual appearance, a friendly show of support? Or was there something more that fans noticed during the event? The photos are everywhere. The reactions keep growing. And one moment in particular has everyone replaying the footage again and again. So, what really happened when Jungkook and Mingyu found themselves at the center of the same spotlight? Stay with us until the end because this story might not be as simple as it first appeared. The excitement surrounding Jungkook's CKJK event continued long after the cameras stopped flashing. What began as a highly anticipated fashion appearance quickly evolved into one of the most discussed topics among fans across multiple platforms. Images, short clips, and fan reactions spread at an incredible pace, turning a single event into a conversation that seemed impossible to ignore. Jungkook had already attracted enormous attention with the launch of his latest Calvin Klein-related project. Fans had waited for weeks to see him step into the spotlight again, and expectations were already sky-high before the event even began. Every appearance, every movement, and every new photo immediately became a trending topic. Yet, despite all the attention surrounding the collection itself, many fans found themselves focusing on something entirely different. The arrival of Mingyu created a new wave of excitement that nobody could have predicted. It wasn't simply his presence that caught people's attention. It was the timing, the atmosphere, and the unexpected nature of the moment. Suddenly, discussions shifted from the fashion event itself to the interactions, expressions, and details captured throughout the evening. Within hours, fan communities began examining every available image from multiple angles. Screenshots were shared repeatedly. Videos were slowed down. Individual frames became subjects of endless discussion. Some viewers believed there was nothing unusual about the event at all. Others felt that certain moments carried a significance that couldn't easily be explained. That difference in interpretation only fueled even more curiosity. As the event continued, photographs revealed an atmosphere that appeared relaxed yet strangely memorable. Jungkook looked comfortable and confident while presenting the CKJK collection, drawing admiration from fans who had followed his fashion journey for years. Meanwhile, Mingyu's appearance added another layer of excitement that many had not anticipated. The combination immediately sparked countless reactions online. Fans who attended the event described an energy that felt different from ordinary promotional appearances. The crowd seemed unusually attentive with cameras following every movement across the venue. Even the smallest details became major discussion points. Every new photograph seemed to generate another wave of theories and observations. Some fans focused on the significance of seeing two globally recognized stars appearing in the same setting. Others became interested in the natural chemistry visible throughout various moments captured by photographers. Meanwhile, many viewers simply enjoyed seeing two popular figures sharing the spotlight during such a high-profile event. But as more footage emerged, the conversation only became more intense. New angles revealed moments that many fans had not noticed during the initial broadcasts. Certain expressions, brief reactions, and subtle interactions quickly became the center of attention. Social media timelines filled with side-by-side comparisons, close-up screenshots, and detailed analyses from viewers determined to understand every second of what had happened. The fascination wasn't limited to a single fan community. Interest began spreading across different audiences, creating an even larger discussion. Casual viewers who had initially come for fashion updates suddenly found themselves drawn into the growing mystery surrounding the event. Why were so many people replaying the same clips repeatedly? Why did certain photographs seem to attract more attention than the official promotional images? And why did fans continue discovering new details hours after the event had already ended? Those questions remained unanswered. As the night progressed, online engagement reached another level. Posts discussing the event accumulated thousands of reactions. Video edits appeared almost instantly. Fan pages dedicated entire threads to analyzing the most talked about moments. Every new upload seemed to reveal another perspective that kept the conversation alive. For many fans, the event represented more than a fashion launch. It became a reminder of how quickly a single unexpected moment can capture the imagination of millions. Sometimes it isn't the planned highlights that leave the strongest impression. Instead, it is the spontaneous moments that nobody anticipated that seem to be exactly what happened here. The more people talked about the event, the more attention it received. New viewers arrived wanting to understand what everyone was discussing. Longtime fans returned to compare their own interpretations with those of others. The cycle continued, pushing the event further into the spotlight. Even now, reactions continue to appear from fans who are seeing the photos and videos for the first time. Some notice details others missed. Some offer completely different interpretations. Others simply admit that there is something about the event they cannot stop thinking about. And perhaps that is what makes this story so fascinating. Because despite thousands of comments, countless screenshots, and endless discussions, one question still remains at the center of everything. What exactly was the moment that caused so many people to keep watching, replaying, and talking about Jungkook and Mingyu after the CKJK event had already ended? The answer may be hidden in a detail that most viewers overlooked the first time they saw it. And as more unseen footage continues to surface, fans are becoming increasingly convinced that the full story has not been revealed yet. As the discussion continued to grow, fans began noticing something unusual. The official purpose of the event was clear from the beginning. It was meant to showcase Jungkook's latest CKJK collection and celebrate another major milestone in his partnership with Calvin Klein. Yet somehow the conversation online had evolved into something much bigger. Hours after the event ended, engagement numbers continued rising instead of slowing down. New clips appeared from different angles. Fan accounts started sharing moments that had not been widely circulated earlier. Each upload seemed to spark a fresh wave of excitement, drawing even more people into the discussion. What surprised many observers was how quickly attention shifted from the runway atmosphere to the people inside it. Every photograph seemed to tell a slightly different story. In one image, fans focused on Jungkook's confidence and presence as he represented the collection. In another, attention moved toward the reaction surrounding him. Elsewhere, viewers became fascinated by seemingly ordinary moments that suddenly looked significant when viewed frame by frame. The deeper fans looked, the more questions emerged. Some began wondering whether the event had quietly become one of the most memorable celebrity appearances of the year. Others believed the internet was simply doing what it always does, turning small moments into major headlines. Yet, neither side could deny one thing: people were still talking. Long after most promotional events disappear from public attention, this one continued generating reactions. New viewers kept arriving. Existing fans kept revisiting the footage. Even those who rarely followed fashion events found themselves curious about what had caused such a massive response. Meanwhile, Jungkook remained at the center of everything. His appearance represented another important chapter in his growing influence beyond music. Fans admired how naturally he moved through the event, balancing global attention, while maintaining the calm presence that has made him one of the most recognized artists in the world. Yet, despite all of that, many conversations eventually returned to the same unexpected topic: Mingyu. His appearance had transformed what could have been a straightforward fashion headline into something far more intriguing. The surprise factor alone generated enormous interest, but the mystery surrounding certain moments kept fans invested. Every hour seemed to bring another viral post. Some highlighted expressions captured by photographers. Others pointed toward brief interactions that happened so quickly, many viewers missed them entirely during the live stream. Fan edits compiled these moments together, creating videos that accumulated thousands of views within minutes. The result was a cycle that fed itself. The more people discussed the event, the more others felt compelled to see what they were missing. And then another development began attracting attention. Several attendees started sharing personal observations from inside the venue. While their perspectives varied, many underestimated an atmosphere filled with anticipation. Cameras followed every movement. Every appearance generated immediate reactions from the crowd. It felt less like a typical promotional gathering, and more like a moment everyone instinctively knew would become memorable. That feeling became even more apparent once the event concluded. Photos continued circulating across social media platforms worldwide. International fans translated updates into multiple languages. Discussion spread across communities that normally focused on entirely different topics. Somehow the event had crossed beyond its original audience. Few people expected that outcome. What was originally promoted as a fashion showcase had become a cultural moment discussed by millions. And perhaps the most interesting part was that nobody seemed able to agree on why. Some pointed toward the visual impact of the event itself. Others emphasized the unexpected appearance of familiar faces. Many believed it was the combination of timing, anticipation, and genuine surprise that created the perfect viral formula. Whatever the reason, one fact became impossible to ignore. The story was still unfolding. New images continued emerging. Additional footage kept appearing. Fans remained convinced that there were details hidden within the event that had not yet been fully explored. With every new angle, another theory surfaced. With every new theory, curiosity intensified. And somewhere within all those photographs, videos, and reactions, there remained a moment that fans could not stop discussing. A moment that transformed an already important night into one of the most talked about events surrounding Jungkook in recent memory. The question now was no longer whether the event was successful. The real question was what fans might discover next. Because if the internet has proven anything over the past few hours, it is that people are still searching for answers, still replaying the footage, and still convinced that the biggest detail from that unforgettable CKJK event may not have been noticed yet.